I want to talk to you about politics. You see, as a person who's not very political, I'll just say, regardless of who you are, if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, um, Green, Centrist, Feminist, Marxist, Communist, Socialist, Fascist, Elitist, all that stuff, I'll be honest. As a person who was Republican, I'll be honest, it's pretty interesting, you know? I was a Republican from 2014 to 2015, and again from 2018 to 2023. And I was a Democrat from 2016 to 2018. Yeah, it's hard to remember. And I'll tell you, Democrats believe in weed, LGBT rights, like gay marriage, transgender surgeries, non-gender bathrooms, pronouns, critical race theory, progressive, liberal stuff, snowflakes, and they will just say things. They will use excuses such as hater, racist, sexist, misogynistic, as well as homophobic and transphobic. And they will also say homophobe and transphobe. And they will also say, in some sense, mansplaining, words, that don't matter. And, I'll just be honest with you. I think Democrats, also known as liberals and progressives, and some leftists are within there. They mean well, They try to be honest citizens there, But the thing is, they say they're open-minded, and yet they're judgmental. In a way, they are somewhat hypocritical, Republicans, also known as conservatives, and right-wing, all that stuff. I'll just say they believe in religion, church, a lot of religious books, all that stuff, including the Bible. Yeah, they like reading the Bible because they live in or near the South. And a lot of Republicans, they're like, wow, we can trust God, And they're like, I'm fine with science, yeah. In a way, yeah, and gun rights. Oh, yeah. Keep your guns. And, they're mostly nice people, but sometimes they will just yell at people, Now, even though they're capitalists or corporatists, some of them are into technology, yeah. Okay, now, here's something else. Feminists, very similar to liberals, I'll just say that every time you meet a feminist, there is a chance they will likely say feminism is good, women only, and girl power. But the thing is, they will also say in the gender pay gap, I've heard of that in 2016. I was 20 at the time. And I told an employee at McDonald's, I don't believe in it. I don't know. And when it comes to that, they will also say equality, and, they will always do, imagine if they have a white shirt on with a pink thing, and, feminists, they don't want people to tell them what to do, like stop mansplaining, or abortion's a right. To be honest with you, I don't believe that. Abortion is wrong, okay? What about incest and rape? Well, in a way, rape is wrong as well as incest, I don't like hearing a story like an 18-year-old feminist got raped. I know it's wrong, yeah. rape is wrong. I've never raped anyone. I never ended anyone. You know, I've never done incest. You know, you can't, you know? Rape? That's wrong. Man, why did you rape her? What's your problem, huh? You shouldn't do that. You're supposed to respect people. Yeah, I don't like rapists, you know. They're bad people. And let's go to communism. I think you understand the stereotypes there. Communists are about power, and sometimes they censor you. They do a lot of things. Let's go to socialism. It's almost the same, you know. There's stereotypes. And both of them say our, you know, like it's our thing now. What was once mine and yours is now ours. It's our thing. You know, as well as Marxists. What about totalitarians and globalists? Well, let's just say these people, they just want something, you know. And Greens, they're mainly environmentalists. They're like, save the trees. Yeah, I know what some of you are about to say. But anyway, yeah, we should recycle. We should take care of our trash. We should plant trees, like water our flowers, eat healthier. And some of these people are vegetarians, vegans, you know, all that stuff. They don't eat meat, and they think it's wrong to eat meat. No, it's not a sin to eat meat. You know, I'm not vegan or vegetarian. I'm just a carnivore. You know, I don't hate animals. I eat meat sometimes. You know, nothing wrong with dairy or water. And you know, greens. You know, they like that color. And centrists. Well, centrism is kind of a mix of a Democrat and Republican. In a way, that's true, you know. And, you know, as a centrist, I just say, you know, as a centrist, I just want to make this very clear. I'm more of a gun guy. You know, I don't own guns personally, but, you know, I'd like to have my own gun. You know, like a shotgun or a Glock, and even a sniper. You know, that'd be nice, you know? Hunt some animals, you know, self-defense, and respect for military. You know, well, this is America. Where do you think I'm from? Well, if you look at me, if you listen to my voice, my accent, yeah. And surprisingly, I just think centrism is very important, you know? Like, there's a lot of important things, but the thing is, you don't have to favorite everything. So with that said, now that I talked about politics, you know, I'll just say if you're a Democrat, Republican, feminist, anything, fine. And may I ask why? You know, I think there's a few reasons. Fair enough, you know, I would say. But anyway, that's all I had to say. Thank you.